Hey everyone, so today we are going to be making this card for Pro Standard credit card item. So yeah, let's just get started. There's very little settings since mostly everything is embed. Oops. But I put what little settings there are in a Google document that is linked in the description as usual. So and this is so important. Please do not forget this step. Otherwise the positioning of like the entire card will be so off. You're gonna make a container and the padding is gonna be 0.5 for both vertical and horizontal. And then you're gonna put the embed with the main code in that container. If you don't put it in the container, if you put it outside the container, the card, like everything about the card is still the same, but the positioning will be so off. So like this will be like over here, like it just looks bad, but the container fixes that problem. So yeah. And then the code is on the whole code is on my pasty bin. So we're just gonna copy that. Alrighty, and I guess we'll start by adding the image and song links. So I use Dropbox to upload my images, and then what I do is I copy the link and so you're gonna put your image on the first part of the card where it says Hardy SRC. And so I just put the image, I copy and paste the image link, and then I change www to DL, and then I put at the end .jpeg. And that's going to do the same thing with the next image. And for songs, I use something similar. I'll link this website down below where you can download songs and then upload them again to Dropbox. And oh no, okay, oh no, okay, I thought I was gonna start playing the song. I was like, please no. And then same thing, you copy the link, and put it where it says audio link here. And again, you're gonna change www to DL, and at the end put .mp3 this time. All right, and now I guess we'll do change the colors. So I just upload my images to this site, which will be linked in the description, and then get the color codes from here. So right here is gonna be the border color. So and then I didn't change the RGB, so all of like right here, RGB will be the same as I have it in this card. But if you want to change it because you want to use a different color palette, this site is kind of, see how like this RGB is not the same as this, it's kind of buggy. So what I do is like I'll copy the code from here, and this site will also be linked down below. And then what you can do is you can paste it into this website like so and convert, and it'll give you the correct one, which you then paste into here wherever it says like you would, if you wanted to change it, you would change it here, for example. So and then where it says name is obviously the color of the name. Oh, and this is the background for this. And this is the background for the mark, which is this right here. And then this is going to be the color of the music player. So you would just change wherever it says color with the hashtag before it. To save time though, I'm just going to copy and paste this entire thing. So I can get, because there's more than one spot to change the color. All right, and that should be everything. Now I'm just gonna add in my info. So for name, obviously, I would put my name. And for the link section, I left them all with my links, but obviously you're gonna wanna change them to your own. So what you do is where it says a Harif, you just put the URL here, like put the link, like the actual URL here, and then where it says, like next to that, where I have highlighted is what you're gonna put the name. So if it's like your Pinterest or your Twitter, whatever it is. I just left mine there as kind of like a layout because it can be somewhat confusing. So yeah, so obviously just change that to your liking. And then here is for the first container. So where I have text goes here is what's going to be bolded. And then where I have info is just going to be your info. And what's in between mark will be like the highlighted part, the colored part, and then info is not the highlighted part. So again, saving time, I'm just gonna copy and paste. Sometimes I feel like I say things that are really obvious, but I do realize it might not be as obvious to someone who's like never made a pro standard card before. And also I am trying to be very thorough to avoid like, you know, like questions and confusion. Like I want you guys to just be able to make the card without having to be like, oh, this didn't. Obviously, if you have questions, no problem whatsoever. Like I would be more than willing to help you. But yeah, so if it feels like I'm repeating myself a bit, I apologize. I just want to make sure it's very clear, especially to the people who are newer to like coding and whatnot, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. That's just a little disclaimer because I've thought about that throughout my past videos now that I'm doing like voiceovers. Anyways, okay, don't listen to me ramble. Next, I actually think that that's it. I'm pretty sure that that's everything for the main code at least. So let me. Yeah, so next, these next two codes are optional. It kind of just like, in my opinion at least, makes the card look better. These can either be in the container or out of the container. It actually doesn't matter where you put these. So the first one, it hides the scroll bar, and the scroll bar is only visible on desktop. So if that doesn't matter to you, then whatever, but I literally just copy and paste it from my pasty bin. It's something I do with literally all of my cards that have scroll boxes. And then the next one is just something to add to the background, which is this code, which will be linked in the description. So again, you just copy and paste it directly, and then you can right here, like all the hashtags, you can just change it to your liking, which is what I'm doing now. Alrighty, and that should be it. We will see. Hopefully I did everything correctly. Okay, so the positioning was a little bit off, and I'll put this into the Google Doc, but I did change a few things. So for the container, like I said, it doesn't matter what embeds you put in it, as long as the main code is in it. But I would leave the padding as is, but then just scroll down to mobile, manual, and then change 0.5 padding, like so. Again, I'll put this in the Google Doc if it's a little confusing. And then what I did to make the positioning center like how it is so, because it's already centered on your phone, now it just needs to be centered on your laptop, is I added a divider, which I'll put the settings in the Google Doc, vertical, transparent, colored, and then the height you can adjust. 5 works on my desktop, but it may not look exactly the same on your device, so you can just adjust it to whatever makes it as centered as you like it. Obviously, if you want it more towards the bottom or more towards the top, that's up to you. But yeah, so this is the finished product. Okay, sorry. Anyways, this is the finished product. I was bugging out a little bit because I was like, why can't I click the button? I think there's just a very specific spot you have to click it. So yeah, this is the finished product. You can kind of see my mouse, like I have to like kind of go to the corner. It works fine on phone, like it doesn't work like this on phone, but yeah, so that's it. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. If you have any questions, please let me know. Make sure to credit card item for this card. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Please, oh, I feel like such a YouTuber, that's kind of gross. Please request tutorials down below in my retro spring. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.